That's our lecture 2 for the first chapter, data representation, IGCSE O levels. Let's start the lecture. In the last lecture, we studied about the decimal and binary number system and their conversions. This time, we are going to do with this hexadecimal and its conversion into binary, binary conversion into hexadecimal, and hexadecimal to denary conversion. Let's start. Hexadecimal is our base 16 number system, uses digits from 0 to 9 and A to F. Double digits 10 to 15 are represented using alphabets A, B, C, D, E, and F. Place values are 16 power 0, 16 power 1, 16 power 2, 16 power 3. Just like in decimal or denary number system, we had the place values 10 power 0, 10 power 1, 10 power 2, and in binary number system we had the values 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, those values. Since hexadecimal is the base 16 number system, and if you talk about its binary number system, a binary number system is a base 2 number system. Binary number system base power 4 gives us the hexadecimal number system. What it represents? It represents that one hexadigit gives us the 4 binary bits. Got it? Four binary bits one make one hexadecimal digit. It means we can directly convert them to each other. So let's figure out how. This is our example. This is okay. Let's first recall our denary number system, and this is our binary number system. These are the bases of the place values that we discussed. Just discussed uses only zeros and ones. Denary number system has the digits 0 to 9 and hexadecimal has 0 to 15, but the double digits are represented using alphabet. Next numbers is now we are going to study the conversion. For the conversion, what you should do is you should learn to make this table, or you can memorize this table. You have It's up to you. Okay, you can. I'll be teaching you how to learn this table as well. But first, I'll be solving some questions for you from this table. You just have to look at this table. This is our hexadecimal. This is our hexadecimal. This is decimal, and this is our binary number system. Let's start. And this is let's take this example. This is our 12 bit binary number, and what we are supposed to do, as we discussed, 4 bits represent one hexadecimal number system, one hexadecimal digit. So we divide it into the groups of 4. How we divide? We start from the right side. You can see 0001. These are the last 4 digits. We separate this group. Then we have 1110 second group, and then we have 1011 third group. You can see that we have separated these 3 groups, and each group represents a hexadecimal digit. 0001 represents 1, and we have 1110 represents E, and we have 1011 represents B. You can see now this is BE1. Now we have another 14 digit binary number system. If you see about this 14 digit, you again make the groups, starting the groups from right side. These are the 4 bits that represent the first hexadecimal digit, and next 4 ones represent second hexadecimal digit. 0001 represents the third hexadecimal digit. 10, these are only 2 digits, so we will add 2 zeros at the back of it in order to complete it to 4 bits, and then we'll get 0010 will be equal to this number, hexadecimal digit. Let's say 1101. Let's find out 1101 here. This is 1101 equals to D. 1111 equals to F. Then we have 0001 equals to 1. We have 0010 equal to 2 in hexadecimal. We write them down. 21FD is our final answer. That is our final value. That is in hexadecimal value. Now we have to convert. If we have to convert hexadecimal number into binary number, let's find out. Suppose we have a number 45A. We separate it into the group 4, 5, and A. We have written into the group, and if we say A in binary number system, as we are converting hexadecimal to binary, A in binary is 1010, 5 in binary is equal to 0101, 4 in binary equal to 0100. Now you can see BF0A. 8 is another number. So 0100, 0101, 1010, this is our final number. That is the binary number. PF08, if we have to convert this into the binary. 8 is 1000, 0 is 0000. You can see from the table 8 is 1000, 0 is 0000, and F is 1111, B is 1011. Now you can see from that, and this is our final binary number that is converted from hexadecimal. Now let me teach you how to learn this table. You can see clearly that first you write the decimal numbers from 0 to 15. This table will help you into the conversion from hexadecimal to binary and binary to hexadecimal directly. And next you can see the hexadecimal number system 0 to F. 0 to 9 are simply same digits as decimal, but 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, they are represented using A, B, C, D, E, F alphabets. You just have to remember that. Don't get confused in that. Always make the table that will never let you make the mistake in the exam. So, and this is our binary number. Now if you see that vertically, you will see a pattern that is easily solvable to form this binary number whole binary sequence. Now just first analyze it vertically. If you analyze it vertically, you can see there are 8 zeros and 8 ones. Got it? The first leftmost digit is 8 zeros, 8 ones. You again divide it by 2. Then 4 zeros, 4 ones. Again 4 zeros, 4 ones. Repeat that. 2 zeros, 2 ones, 2 zeros, 2 ones, 2 zeros, 2 ones. And repeat that. Divide by 2. Then again single zero, single one, single zero, single one, single zero, single one, single zero, single one. This is how you just what you do. You whenever you first make the decimal and hexadecimal columns, and then what you do, write down 8 zeros, 8 ones, then you write down 4 zeros, 4 ones, repeat that 4 zeros, 4 ones, then again you write 2 zeros, 2 ones, 2 zeros, 2 ones, 2 zeros, 2 ones, repeat. And after writing this whole table, you rewrite them horizontally. 0000 gives us the 0 value, 0001, and then you will be able to, once you form the table, you'll be able to verify from here that what number it is making. Now we are going to study hexadecimal to Denary conversion. Let's figure out. Multiply each digit with place value 16. The place value could be 16 square, 16 cube, 16 power 4. It could be any. It all depends on the number of digits you have in your hexadecimal number. 45A. As you can see, there are so what we do, we multiply all these numbers by 16. 4 multiplied by 16 plus 5 multiplied by 16 plus a multiplied by 16. The value of a is 10, so you can write it as 10 multiplied by 16. And what next step you do, you put the powers on all the bases. All the 16s you put the powers 0, 1, 2. You put the powers, next you simplify them by multiplication, you get these values 1024 plus 80 plus 10. 16 square equals to 256, multiplied by 4 gives 1024. 16 power 1 multiplied by 5 gives 80. 10 multiplied by 1 gives 10. Next value is C8F. What you do, the value of C is 12, value of F is 15, 8 will be as is 8. You multiply them by 16 and you can see the powers are 16 power 0, 16 power 1, 16 power 2. And now you solve it, you will get these values. Now, if you are supposed to convert Denary number into hexadecimal, you divide the Denary number by 16 and you take the LCM, you put the remainder aside and read the remainders from bottom up. Now, let's figure out 2004. Suppose this is our decimal number system or Denary number, and its hexadecimal form will be 74. How? Let's find out. 2004. If we divide by 16, 16 multiplied by 125 gives us 2000. 2004 minus 2000 gives us the remainder 4. Now next number is again 125. 125 is not fully divisible by 16. If you divide it by 16, you get the 7. 16 multiplied by 7 gives 112. 125 minus 112 gives us the remainder 13. Again, you divide 7 by 16 multiplied by 0. 16 multiplied by 0 gives us 0, and 7 minus 0 gives us the remainder 7. We are not multiplying it with 1, because if we multiply 16 by 1, that gives us a 16, and that number will be bigger than this. We can't divide a number with a bigger number. So, and we won't be considering any decimal values here, so this is how our remainder will be. 13 is equal to D in hexadecimal, as we can see from that table. We read it from bottom up, we get the answer 7D4. Next, let's see another number, 8464. 8464 equals to 210F in hexadecimal. Now, if you have to divide 8463 divided by 16, 16 multiplied by 528 gives us the value 8448, and once you calculate it, you will get the 8448 minus 8463 gives us the remainder 15. And now if you divide 5 to 8 by 16, you get the it is completely divisible. You can get the 33 answer. 16 multiplied by 33 will also give 528. Subtract that from there, it will give you the result 0. Next, again divide 33 by 16, you get the 2 answer. 16 multiplied by 2 equals 32. Subtract from 33 gives us the value 1, and this is our remainder. Now the 2, 16 multiplied by 0, 0, 2 minus 0, it gives us the value 2. So the final result is, from reading from bottom up, 210, 15 is equal to F. So we get the 210 F base 16. These are the numbers that you are supposed to do by yourselves. Convert the following Denary number into binary numbers using both methods. We studied that in the previous class. How to convert Denary number into binary number system. We divided by them by 2 and continue, and then read from bottom up. Convert the following binary numbers into hexadecimal. As we studied, we divide them into the groups of 4. 1101 will be the group, then 0111, then we have 1111, then we have another 11. The final result will be FF, and you can see that by yourself. F7 and 1101 will be equal to 13. So this is how you will be able to solve them. And also these are our numbers that you have to convert into binary. You will separate them. 0 is 4 zeros, B is basically 1011, A is 1010, and 1 is 0001. The final answer will be 0001, 1010, 1011, and 4 zeros. And similarly, convert the following hexadecimal into denary. In order to convert them, you will multiply them by 16. A multiplied by 16, 10 multiplied by 16 plus 13 multiplied by 16 plus 8 multiplied by 16 plus 9 multiplied by 16. Then you put the power starting from right. 16 power 0, 16 power 1, with that is multiplying with 8, 16 power 2, that is multiplying with 13, 16 power 3, that is multiplying with 10. So then once you multiply them and add them, you will get the answer in denary number system. Converting the following denary number system into hexadecimal, what you do, you will follow this step. Divide them by 16. For suppose you have 5000, you divide 5000 by 16, you get some value, and you will keep on doing that until you reach 0 here. So apply those same methods, you will get the result. Now, why we use hexadecimal? Why not decimal? Decimal numbers get very big, and they are very hard for computer to read and write. And plus, also for humans, they cannot directly convert them into binary numbers. So they are not making any direct conversion. There is no method to convert them directly into binary. So we can't be. So that will become a very complex decimal number. Will become complex. What is the benefit of hex numbers? They are shorter and easier to read quickly. They rhyme with the computer, as they are directly convertible into the binary number system. Less chance of mistakes in hexadecimal, and used everywhere in computers. Error codes, color codes, memory and all use hexadecimal. Even the manufacturer IDs, the battery makers, the mobile phone makers, they all have these hexadecimal numbers for their identifications. Wi-Fi card, and there are lot of things. We'll study them in the next slide. Now, when you see an error in your computer system, you get a blue screen error. On the blue screen error, you see such similar codes like these, and these are represented in hexadecimal. The same error in binary will be that bigger, so of course they are hard to remember, hard to memorize. And this is too long for humans to read or debug. In decimal, it would be 1, 2, 3, or these numbers, but what is the problem with the decimal? Decimal loses structure and meaning for system engineers as it cannot be visually grouped into binary. We cannot see what will be its value in binary. That is why they lose the structure for our engineers who have to make the devices. But if they are in hexadecimal, then they can directly convert them into they are directly visible for them. They can directly visually group them into some meaningful binary code. Hex keeps the exact binary structure but in short form. Error codes are often shown in hexadecimal. They refer to memory locations of errors automatically generated by the computer. Programmers interpret these codes. Unique number identifying a device on a network linked to the NIC, usually 48 bits long. So, what are MAC addresses? They are usually 48 bits long. They are basically the device's unique IDs. You can have it for Wi-Fi card. They are for the batteries, and this is their format. Manufacturer ID and device serial numbers. This is now let's see the examples of different companies' manufacturer codes. So Dell, this is a manufacturer code. Cisco, and they have the manufacturer code. The first half, and then the second half is our device number. Then we have IP addresses, IPv4, IPv6 in your mobile phones. These addresses exist and uses colon, and these are the number. And then we have HTML color codes used in web development, represent colors using hexadecimal. Red, green, and blue. First two digits represent red, second two represent green, second and then next represent blue. So these are our different color values. And so this is the total number of colors will be this. As we have red, green, and blue, we can get numerous colors of by their combinations. That's all. And you can get any guide from me. I'll be putting everything in the description, all the details. So let's finish our class.